Bro, look at this. That's crazy, folks. But anyway, Grand Rising Kings, Queens, man, 9 million. I'm back with another vlog. It is Saturday. I'm glad we ain't got no school, no practice today, because we would be standing outside in this most likely. I don't know, maybe not. It is ugly out, G. Definitely not a lot of cars out here. I'm like real close to the E-way and I really don't hear a lot of cars out. Man. But anyway, glad it's Saturday and I ain't got nothing to do because I'm up in this room. I ordered me a pizza last night and I definitely got some leftovers. I got a couple beers in there. I need some water though. I may need to go to the gas station next door if they open, get some water. Maybe not. See, I think we got a vending machine, so I may have to just go do the vending machine thing. Man, bro. Anyway, that's what I'm dealing with. It's supposed to be spring, ain't it? Lord have mercy. Alright, I'll get with y'all later, man. Damn. I slob all in my mouth and shit. Alright, man, let me do my morning routine. I'll holler, peace. I don't know if y'all can see it, but yeah, the snow has not let up at all. I was out earlier and it was snowing just as hard. So, yeah, man, it's like, let's see. Earlier when I put out the camera, I think it was around 8 something, maybe 9 something in the morning. It's going on 12 now. I don't even know when it started. I woke up, it was like this already. So, it's been snowing for hours, you feel me? But what I want to say is, more importantly to my day's goals, is let's talk about PTI. In a nutshell, I like the company so far. The other people that started with me around the same time as me, I've been talking to them. They all seem to like it. They got the warm and fuzzies like I do. Time will tell if it stays that way, but as of right now, I'm digging the company. We're all digging the company. Ain't no fluff. They ain't fluffed me doing the recruiting shit. They told me exactly what it was gonna be, and if I made it this far, I'm pretty good. But anyway, what to expect when you come to PTI for your orientation if you pass? All right, even before you pass. So what you gotta do is get in touch with a recruiter and take a test. Don't fill out some same typical application stuff everybody has, but in addition to your application, you have to do an assessment. I don't know what you call it, like maybe it's a personality assessment. I don't really know what to call it, but it's 100 questions. You get 2 answers. They ask a question, you get 2 answers. Like, you got to pick between which one you think is more important. You feel me? I guess they score that really high in their hiring process. If you don't do good on that, then they're not gonna hire you. They say 50 to 60% of the people get eliminated before they even get going with the whole hiring process. You feel me? So, excuse me, I'm drinking beer. Yeah. So with that test, that's barrier number 1. Barrier number 2 is you have to do a urine drug test as well as a hair follicle drug test. That's assuming you already have your medical card. You feel me? So yeah, you pass all of that. You pass the drug test. You pass the assessment. Then they'll either fly you out, and you can use the company van once you get here on premises, or if you live closer, they'll get you a rental. You get to drive up and use the rental car while you're here for the week-long orientation. Excuse me. The orientation is a week. Once you get, you'll either fly in or drive in on Sunday. They get you a hotel room. I showed you my hotel room, so y'all can look at that video if you like. It's nice. It's a nice hotel. It ain't no bullshit. You got your room by yourself. You're not bunking with somebody else. I got a big ass king size bed. You feel me? What else? So that'll be on Sunday. On Monday morning they'll pick you up, or you drive your rental car to like a mile up the road for to get your orientation going. That first day is a bunch of paperwork, filling out different paperwork and insurance and benefits packages and all of that. You filling out your paperwork for that. That'll be on Monday. And it's also on Monday is what we get introduced to the tablet. The tablet pretty much is the heart of your work and how you get paid, so that's pretty important to learn that, you feel me? We start that on day one. Also on day one we do a road test. So you go out with an instructor and they take you on a little short route and assess your driving skills. You're not gonna get eliminated at that point in time, but that is a base marker for them in their instructions, so they know how you're progressing or if you are progressing or not, you feel me? Yeah, that's the bulk of day one. Get there 7:30 in the morning. It says 7:30 to 5:30, but I think we were done by 2:30, 3:30, something like that in the day. We had a 12-person class. Sometimes it's gonna be bigger, sometimes it's gonna be smaller, but we had 12 people in our class. But where I was leaving off was on Monday. Honestly, if you have a smaller class, maybe it may be different for you. You may get to a lot of stuff faster, or I don't know how that process is. But like I said, we had 12 people in our class. I was starting, I guess we called it a class because we definitely got to the classroom and learning stuff before we got fully hired. You feel me? If they said if you're not doing too good at the beginning, that's cool, and just as long as you're teachable and you're able to progressively get better over the course of the week, that's pretty much the only time you're gonna get fired. That, or you get your drug test back and you fail either hair follicle or urine test or whatever. So that's Monday. Tuesday, let me think. Tuesday was more instructional. We got half the class stayed in the classroom, the other half class went out on the range to do 45-degree parking in between trailers. And basically all that is driving around, setting yourself up on a 45-degree angle and backing it on in. They do some instruction the first part of the class, and then the second part of the class they actually kind of with a walkie-talkie kind of talk you through the process. And what else? I forget what the classroom part of that was, but it was definitely a classroom part. We get to learning. We're probably learning about in the classroom throughout the week. We was learning about the do's and don'ts of driving out there on the road with these big trucks. Learning about different road hazards, different distractions. Yeah, that's snow coming in the room if y'all see it. But that's pretty much what we learned as far as classroom stuff goes. We learned more about the tablet. But yeah, so that was Tuesday, classroom stuff, and on the road, not on the road, but on the range doing 45-degree parking. Also, I didn't say during lunchtime, we get a lunch around 11:30, 12 o'clock every day. That's paid for. Breakfast is paid for. Breakfast is paid for through the hotel. They got a breakfast, good breakfast too. A lot of different options for everybody. Lunchtime was either pizza or sandwiches. One time during the week, we met with the president, and he likes to order from some person, like not personal, but particular restaurant. So he was able to get our orders put in. That's all paid for. Breakfast and lunch is paid for. You have to get your own dinner if you want to eat dinner. Wednesday was, like I said, half the class stayed in the classroom. The other went out on the range to learn alley docking. Alley docking, I didn't know nothing about it. I picked up on it pretty fast because during the school, I went to Roadmaster, and during that training, we learned about the 90-degree parking, which is one of the harder techniques to do. And the alley docking is similar to that, but imagine you don't have full turning range. Like, let's say it's a building on this side, a building or a street or a curb or a pond or whatever on the other side, and you have to back up into the parking space without going, actually obviously without hitting the building, and not going over the curb on the other side, you feel me? So we kind of gotta wiggle our way into the parking spot, or to the dock. So that was one of the harder techniques to do here as well, but I picked up on it. We all picked up on it. Nobody got dropped from our class. I asked the instructor why for the most part, if people get dropped, why? Like, what's the reason behind it? And he said 80-90% of the time it's because of hair follicle test. So make sure you clean before you come here, straight up. He did say, I did get some good information as far as the hair follicle test goes. He said that's not a DOT approved way of testing. So if you fail that, then that doesn't go on your clearinghouse. Urine definitely will go on your clearinghouse, and you're gonna have a hard time getting hired. But as far as the hair follicle, it doesn't go on your clearinghouse, so you can finagle your way through and get other jobs. So that was Wednesday. Thursday, what did we do Thursday? So we did 45, alley docking. Thursday we did straight pull through. So we pulled around, all the way around, and drove straight through 2 trailers. We did it on the, not the drive side, but the blind side pull through. So you drive all the way around, and you have to angle yourself in a way where you can get your truck and trailer between 2 other trailers in a tight space, you feel me? So that was definitely good training, good learning. I can see us having to use that from time to time, having to pull through buildings or trailers or trucks or whatever that's already there. You got to set yourself up so you don't get stuck in between. Hard for me to explain, but if you're in the trucking industry, you kind of know where I'm going with this. What else we do that day? We did pull-throughs. So we had to pull through all the way through the trailers, and then work on our straight back, and then back all the way out, and then back up. And we did something else that day too. Oh, we had 2 trucks going. One was doing the pull-throughs, and on the other range, 2 different little ranges. One has 2 trucks and one has cones. I'm sorry, 2 trailers. The other has cones. So we were pulling through and pulling back between the trailers, and on the cones we were still practicing our alley docking. And for the most part, that's what I practiced, was the alley docking, because the pull-throughs I picked up on pretty fast, and my straight backhand is decent, so I practiced it, but not as much as I did the alley docking. I really wanted to get that because I didn't want to fall behind, you feel me? So that was what? That was Thursday? Yep, that was Thursday. Friday, which was yesterday, we practiced everything, the whole class. There was no more classroom stuff, so the whole class was outside taking turns on both ranges, doing pull-throughs and straight backs and 45s over here, and over here we were doing the alley docking. That was it. Like I said, everybody progressed good, or well, whatever the word I'm looking for. Everybody progressed good, nobody got dropped. One person had to go do another drug test because for whatever reason his hair follicle test didn't take, but he passed. Talked about lunch, breakfast and dinner, or breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What else? We got gas cards. So this particular company we only use only use and gas up at Love's. They got some type of deal with Love's, so we got signed up on that. What else? What am I missing? I think that's it for the most part. That's what you can expect from a day-to-day basis during this first week of orientation. Following orientation, like Wednesday or Thursday, we got our job descriptions for further training on the truck with our trainers. Some of us, most of us, go straight to our prospective job areas and work with the trainer on our routes, which all of us will OTR. over the road. For those of y'all don't know, all of us are over the road. So you go on the over the road trainer. You're gonna be on the truck with your trainer. With this company, they do not do team type training. So your trainer will be in the passenger seat the entire time. You will be driving the entire time, and they're just gonna coach you through and teach you the best of their abilities, skills, and computer work, tablet work. So that's cool. You get a lot of time. They ain't banking on you being on the team or keeping their truck running 24/7. You know what I mean? Like some of these other companies do. So which I thought that was cool, because I really do want to get a lot of experience with driving before I'm on my own. You feel me? Like I said, most of us went to our 2 weeks of on the road training with our trainer, and some of us, like myself, are gonna stay here in Green Bay locally. So my first week's trainer is a local guy. He's home every night, so I'll be up early in the morning and doing pick up and drop offs throughout the day. They said there's nothing to do 10, 15, 20 pickups and drop offs a day. So I'm gonna get a lot of practice backing up. I'm gonna get a lot of practice hooking up and doing pre-trip inspections on the truck, you know, the tractor as well as the trailer. Week 2 for me is gonna be down south, where I'm gonna be working, and I'll be over the road with that trainer for a week. So that's where I'm gonna get driving experience on the freeways and the E-ways, trip planning, route planning, and tablet experience. First week, not so much. So it can go either way for you when you come here. It is what it is. You're gonna get that experience, though. They're gonna make sure of that, and they have a hefty program and instructors and managers and supervisors for different shit, and everybody knows you by name. And I mean, it's cool. It's cool. I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling this company. If you've been watching my vlog, you know I've been working on some other companies prior to this, but when it didn't work out, I was just like, I just took it on the chin. Like, it is what it is. It's not for me, for whatever reason. And now that I'm here, I see the reason. I'm supposed to be here, you feel me? Even though I'm dealing with this. I feel good about being here, though. Straight up. It's Saturday, so we finished early yesterday. I get all day today off. I get all day tomorrow off, and I check in with my trainer like 3 o'clock in the morning on Monday. So I will bring my camera with me. I can't promise what I can get, but I'm gonna get as much as I can. If I can, I'm gonna talk about it afterwards, fill y'all in. But yeah, that's what you can expect coming, you know, for your first week, at least. First week working with PTI. If you make it that far in your training or your assessments and your drug testing, you got a really good chance of, you know, being hired by them. Good company, cool people. Stay tuned. Hit that like button if you didn't already. Hit that subscribe button if you didn't already, because this is the realest vlog on YouTube, and I'm in a new industry, new field, and I'm documenting everything. So come along for the journey. MOB, making ourselves better. Peace. Yo. Alright, so it's a couple hours later since I checked in with y'all last, and the major part of the video is done. But in that part of the video, I was saying how nobody got dropped, right? We all made it to the end. We all doing good. You know what I mean? We stayed on task. We got hired officially. Well, I spoke too soon. So one of the girls in our starting class and starting group, she just had surgery, I say, some months ago. I don't know exactly when, but some months ago. And with that, they gave her pain medication. I don't know which one, but she was definitely on pain medication because of the surgery. With that said, she failed the hair follicle test. And they were like, yeah, it's nothing we can do. She was like, even with you talking to my surgeon and getting confirmation from my surgeon, And they said no, ain't nothing that they can do, so they sending her home. I feel bad for her, man. That's fucked up. She did all this week of training, doing good on everything that needed to be done. Everything that was asked of her, she was on it. And now they sending her home. And as you see, it has not slowed up. Let me come over here, maybe it's a little better. It ain't too much better, but as you see, them big ass snowflakes. They sending her home in there. She was one of the people that drove up here. So she's gonna be driving in this shit to get home. She lives somewhere in, I don't know if it's Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, somewhere going in that direction, you feel me? But, man, that's fucked up. Too bad she didn't get this information day one, you feel me? Day two, she stayed here the whole week. Like I said, was doing good with everything. She picked up on shit so fast, but they sending her home. So yeah, like I said, man, make sure y'all wait that allotted time to wait that allotted time to make sure you pass the hair follicle test. The urine test, that's DOT approved, you feel me? So you definitely have to pass that, and that's going into the consortium. But this hair follicle, it takes longer for stuff to get out your system in that way. So make sure you wait at least, I would say 120 days. I think the test goes back 90. So I would say add 30 to that. Now I mean, add a whole nother month to that. At least. I waited like 7 months before I even tried. So I was straight, but the rest of y'all, wait at least 120 days. That way you kind of better your odds of passing the 90-day hair follicle test. But anyway, life goes on. Shit, that's for damn sure. Can't cry over spilled milk. It is what it is. Realest vlog on YouTube, man. Sharing and caring from me and from other people that's around me that can help us to succeed, man. If you're on this channel, you're pretty much on the path of making yourself better. So I fuck with you, you fuck with me. You fuck with me, I fuck with you. Peace. All right, just looking at the news, man. We got a winter storm advisory until like 8 hours. They sent it about 40 minutes ago, so 8 hours from now, basically. See how bad it is? It's ugly. It's ugly. Y'all get to see how accumulated the snow is in certain places. Like up underneath these trees, it's deep. And I'm not talking about the snow bench from the snow plow either. I'm talking about just the snow itself. I walked in somewhere around here. I'm trying to find my tracks. Oh, here we go, right here. Bam. 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 This the car I got yesterday. Look at that. Crazy, huh? Man. But anyway, I just want to show y'all, you know, how bad it is. Thank you. Yeah, that part.
Wow, that is nuts. Of course, the damn winter boots, I guess. Holy man.
Those shoes not gonna do it.
No.